To the representative of the United States. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam President. And thank you, Undersecretary General Coordinator Fletcher, for your briefing. Madam President, colleagues, the blame for the resumption of hostilities lies solely with Hamas. This brutal terrorist organization has steadfastly refused every proposal and deadline they've been presented over the past few weeks, including a bridge proposal to extend the ceasefire beyond Ramadan and Passover, to allow time to negotiate a framework for a permanent ceasefire. Hamas refused this offer, preferring still to hold hostages captive and hide amongst the people of Gaza, using them as human shields. It is the people of Gaza who will suffer further because of Hamas's disregard for human life. Madam President, in this context, I want to respond to the allegation of indiscriminate attacks by the IDF. The IDF is striking Hamas positions. It is well known that Hamas continues to use civilian infrastructure as launching pads, and the United States condemns this practice, as should others. President Trump has made clear that Hamas must release the hostages immediately or pay a high price, and we support Israel in its next steps. Hamas must release the hostages it abducted more than 17 months ago. Doing so would enable loved ones to be reunited and allow the return of remains for those killed while being held by Hamas. Unfortunately, Hamas has refused all attempts to find a way to extend the ceasefire. It has been weeks since Hamas has released any hostages. We must recognize Hamas's savagery for what it is. This terrorist organization committed the worst massacre of Jews since the Holocaust, raped and engaged in sexual violence toward Israeli hostages and other victims of the attack, released multiple hostages in a condition reminiscent of Holocaust survivors, and murdered and then paraded the coffins of the Bibas children through the streets. President Trump has been clear. All of the remaining 59 hostages, including New Jersey resident Idan Alexander and the bodies of 4 Americans murdered by Hamas, Itai Chen, Gadi Haggai, Judy Weinstein Haggai, and Omer Nutra, must be immediately released. Behind every terrorist group like Hamas or Palestinian Islamic Jihad, behind every act of violence, behind everything that threatens peace and stability for the millions of people who call this region home, is Iran. The countries of the Middle East have an historic opportunity to reshape their region in a way that affords all its people a better path forward. Stronger ties between Israel and its neighbors offer an alternative to Iran's malign influence and state sponsorship of terror. The United States will do its part with our Arab partners to work toward a durable solution to the conflict and create a more prosperous future for the region's people. Thank you.
I thank the representative of the United States for the statement. I will now try again to welcome our new colleague.